Give me an example of a Beatles NFT.
Well, I know one of them is lyrics, a very famous song like Yesterday or something like that.
All right, but wait.
Yes.
What are you buying? Are you buying?
You're buying the NFT. You're not buying the piece of paper that the lyrics are written on. That does not belong to you.
Head's going to explode. It's insane.
And then he went on to say he thinks it's an absolute scam. Shock jock Howard Stern on his SiriusXM radio show yesterday, expressing sheer frustration about non-fungible tokens, exclusive digital versions of, songs, art, photos that could be bought and sold. Multi-Grammy Award-winning recording artist Neo probably has something to say about that. He's going all in on the NFT craze by partnering with Loom, live undiscovered music, to create NFTs that serve as all-access passes of sorts for fans that can then unlock exclusive perks and experiences with their favorite artists. Joining me now to talk about it is songwriter, actor, and Loom partner Neo and Loom CEO Max Fergus. Neo, Howard called NFTs insane and a scam. Tell me why he's wrong.
Well, I feel like, he said it himself that he doesn't really know what it is. He doesn't really understand it. So I feel like a lot of what he was saying was just coming from an ignorant place. And if that's the case, then maybe you should get a little bit more info on what it is before you just, kick it to the ground and stomp on it. I'm just saying that just makes sense to me.
Yeah, he did make it very clear. He says, I don't get it. I don't get it. But a lot of people don't. Clearly, you do. Tell me exactly what you're going to be doing with your NFTs, Neo, and why people shouldn't fear them as something that they can't really touch or own in the old school version of owning something.
Well, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I'm relatively new to the NFT space myself. I'm fascinated by it. I do not think that it's a scam. I think that it's the future, to be honest. But my partner Max is a lot more versed in the world of NFTs and things of that nature. But what we're doing with Loom, originally, I've been partnered with these guys for some years now, and we've basically been innovating fan and artist relationships, just in the realm of allowing fans to be on the ground floor with an artist as they work their way up, right there with them, supporting them, be it financially or whatever the case may be. And now we're switching over into the NFT space because, again, as I said, NFTs are the future. And my tech tongue is not as poignant as Max's. I'm gonna let Max take over and explain exactly what it is we're doing.
Well, let me bring in Max. Max, what is it that makes this, I'm not going to use the word scam, but makes it a one-sided relationship in many cases where only one person is truly making the money? And again, explain what Loom is doing to now, as you say, make it an opportunity for both the fans and the artists.
Yeah, absolutely, Liz. And I really appreciate you asking that question. I think at the end of the day, this space is new, right? As consumer interest starts to increase in blockchain, there's a lack of knowledge about the real innovation that we're seeing. So it's going to lead to natural skepticism, like almost every innovation that we've seen in the past, right? The volatility of the crypto market in general is also going to be correlated to an NFT bearishness in blockchain. And I think general consumers mostly only see the bad headlines, right? There are thousands of smart people building infrastructure in this space in a similar way to what we saw between the dot-com bubble and the social media boom in 2006. And so I think, luckily for us, in the next 4 years, we will see over 100 years of innovation. And that is really looking at past data and the innovations we've already seen in the last 5 years alone in this Web3 new and exciting future.
Well, how exciting is it for you, Neo, as you look at opportunities here? What do you envision for your NFTs? How do you want to connect with fans beyond how you used to, which is just they either streamed your songs or they came to one of your concerts?
Well, the plus for me, aside from it just being another way for me and my fans to interact, I've been an artist, a visual artist, pretty much as long as I've been singing and writing, and nobody really knows that side of me. So this allows me to, explore that side of myself and introduce that side of myself to my fans, and just another way for us to interact and do the things that we do. Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense.
Max, you're also dealing not just with superstars like Neo, but also emerging artists. And another thing, I'm interested to know why you didn't go the token route. We've covered soccer teams that have done digital tokens, and they can do the same thing. They can get, a crack door open so that they can then get in and get special offerings and T-shirts and things like that. And that's a way to connect with their favorite team. And yet you went the NFT route.
Yeah, so our vision is to create a better future for artists and fans using blockchain technology, right? Over the course of the next few months, like you mentioned, not just with Neo and these kind of tier one artists, but also with independent musicians, Loom will be launching what we call the All Access Pass NFT with over 100 different artists. And our platform, and the reason why we went this route, Liz, is to provide creators and fans the easiest on-ramp possible to blockchain, many of which for the first time. Right, the larger goal is to provide artists and creators a long-term solution in this new and exciting industry. And so by creating access passes on blockchain, we can build our artists' communities in this new space, allowing them to engage with fans in new ways. And so this is really going well beyond the one-off NFT model that Howard Stern was probably talking about yesterday, and to provide fans the ability to participate in the success of their favorite creators and ultimately get rewarded for being part of their digital communities. And so it's definitely a new approach, and I think one of the many exciting approaches that we're currently seeing in this space, even over the course of the last few months.
Okay, Neo, before we go, if Howard were right in front of you, what would you say to him? And are you going to send him an NFT? Educate him.
I would say to him, Howard, if you are confused about what NFTs are, there's a multitude of people that I could introduce you to that could explain it to you in layman's terms so that we could all understand. And maybe then we'll have the discussion. Yeah.
We'll send him an NFT.
All right. Well, we're big Neo fans here. So thank you very much for joining us. Please don't be a stranger. Come back. Max, good luck to you and Loom.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Liz.
Good to see you.